Well, once we get past all of this snow and ice, spring should be here to stay. It's a time to bask in the milder temperatures, and for many of us, it's also a time to tackle all of those home projects we've been putting off all winter. You know what I'm talking about, the cleaning, the sprucing up. Does it stress you out just thinking about it? Well, stress no more. You may recognize designer Kim Miles from OWN's Homemade Simple. And Kim joins us this afternoon. Thanks for being here on Delmarva Life.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you for having me.
Now, Kim, you're going to help us simplify the process of sprucing up our home. Where do we even start?
That's such a good question. And let me tell you, start with something kind of fun and something simple. So I think a great tip that people don't think about is changing the jewelry in your home. And what I mean by jewelry is the hardware. So think about the pulls and the knobs in your bathroom, in your kitchen, just changing them out. With all you need is a screwdriver. You get an entirely new look without having a gut renovation, without a huge expense. It's a complete facelift, and it's something that's super simple to do, and you can do it in an hour. So I think that's a great place for people to start.
Oh, I'm sure my husband would appreciate that on the honey-do list. Are there other small changes that we can make that will create a different look?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think another thing people don't consider is that you could make your curtains seasonal. So you tend to hang a curtain and feel like, okay, the room is done. But nothing says spring and summer like a nice white linen curtain. It's really simple, it's really classic, and it's super lightweight. It drifts in the breeze. So just changing your curtains out, even if you did nothing else, you're giving your home that really fresh spring vibe.
Wow, never thought about that. What a great idea. Now, you say we can have beautiful decor even if we have a tight budget.
Yes, absolutely, always. I mean, it doesn't take a huge budget to make your space beautiful. Just be really cognizant of the things that you love. You know, just having the color that you love on the walls is a really small change that you can make, that's simple, that's cost effective, and really makes your home your own.
All right, so we're talking about the fun things. We still have all those pesky little cleaning chores. Do you have any tips that'll help take the stress out of doing those chores?
Absolutely. I have come with multiple items that are going to take the stress out. So why don't we start with my kind of least favorite task, which is kind of the deep cleaning. For me, what takes the stress out is not having to worry about a ton of products, right? So Arm & Hammer baking soda. I mean, this product has been around for 165 years, so you know they're doing something right. And the bottom line is it is one product for multiple projects, and I love that. So I could, use it as a beauty product, or I can use a half a cup in warm water. I can mop and then rinse my floors, and I get a sparkling clean floor. What's great is that it's natural, it's gentle, it's really effective. So I love that. I love having just kind of the silver bullet that takes care of everything. So you can start out with that, staying on the cleaning kick, really something that you don't think about because it's not a visual, but it's definitely affects kind of how you feel about your home is the smell, right? We've had a long, brutal, hard winter, so just opening our windows and airing it out makes a huge difference. But another thing that helps is cleaning the carpet.
All right, Kim, so what are some things people don't think about when they're organizing and doing the spring cleaning this time of year?
Well, I think one thing they don't think about is pop-up guests. Everybody wants to leave their own home and come over to yours. So having a guest basket that has essentials like contact solution or toothpaste or razors. I have the Schick Extreme 3 razor here. They have a scented handle so you can have fresh and clean for men or Hawaiian Tropic for women. It's got flexible blades. It also has a conditioning strip that has jojoba and vitamin E and aloe. So it's like a little spa and a razor. Your guests are going to appreciate it.
All right, well, I think we're looking for a doable weekend project. Just to kind of ease into it, do you have any other suggestions?
You know what? Super easy doable weekend project is change out throw pillows. Your husband will love it. That honey-do list is so short, right? So we talked about the hardware, we talked about the curtains. If you change the throw pillows, just that color, think about it, it's a really small investment, and you're getting a whole fresh pop of color. You can introduce a new palette into your space that really launches you in, and you can have the rest of the weekend to do whatever you want, because that will take about 20 minutes.
Okay, you mentioned color, so what's the one color that every room should have?
Ooh, that's a good question. I tend to think that green is a color every room should have, and even if it's not in the paint or in the pillows, having a living thing, whether it is a plant, if you have a black thumb and you can't keep a plant alive, that's fine. Just having cut flowers in a vase, having something green and living in the space really brings it to life. And what says spring like a bouquet of flowers or pussy willows or, even just fresh cut greens from your yard? I think that just that pop of nature really brings spring home.
Kim Miles, thank you so much for sharing your tips. Good advice there. Now, Kim mentioned cleaning with baking soda. It's a natural way to clean. There are other natural cleaners that you might not know about. According to realsimple.com and Fox News, you can use a slice of white bread to dust an oil painting by gently dabbing the bread over the surface to pick up dirt and grime. Ketchup is handy for removing tarnish from copper and brass cookware. Squeeze ketchup onto a cloth and rub it on pots and pans. They should go back to their coppery color in minutes. Rinse with warm water and dry with a towel. Oatmeal pulls double duty to scrub very dirty hands. Make a thick paste of oatmeal and water, then rinse well. Did you know rice can be used to clean the inside of a vase or a thin neck bottle? Fill 3/4 of the vessel with warm water and add a tablespoon of uncooked rice. Cup your hand over the opening and shake vigorously and rinse. Tea can be used to scour rusty garden tools. Brew a few pots of strong black tea. When cool, pour into a bucket. Soak the tools for a few hours. Wipe each one with a cloth. Cornstarch is handy to have if you spill grease on your carpet. Pour cornstarch onto the spots and let sit for 15 to 20 minutes before vacuuming. And finally, rubbing alcohol is great for erasing permanent marker stains from finished wood floors or solid surface countertops. Pour rubbing alcohol onto a cotton ball and apply. For more simple solutions for sprucing up and cleaning your home, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab. So now that we know how to get our house looking good, let's make sure it feels good too. Up next on Delmarva Life, find out how this harsh winter-like weather is taking a toll on our HVAC systems and what you can do about it now to make sure the cool air is flowing when the weather finally heats up. And staying at home, let's head to the kitchen. A little later, we're putting together some tasty burgers that'll have the family screaming for seconds. But first, come be a part of our studio audience. To book your seat, just visit delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab. There on the right side of the page is the Ticket tab under For Our Audience, or call 443-880-9116. We'll be right back.